Thanks very much, Santa. It's been a tremendous adventure. I hope you get back safe, and I know Mrs. Claus is lonely, so please get back safe. Bye, Santa. Bye. Oh, Santa, what a guy. Hi everybody, I'm Electric Richard, and this is my gaming roundup of the year. Another way of putting that is the best game of the year, I think, by me. Oh, it's been a year of games, isn't it? Been a year of games. Maybe not as good as last year, granted, but still a good year. Let's start with something called Mass Effect 3. Oh, Mass Effect, what a good trilogy. What a really good trilogy. Now, you can say what you like about the end, and you probably got some very strong views in that, but you know what, I thought it was alright. And I also thought that when all the fans wrote in saying, we didn't like the ending of Mass Effect 3, and the ending of a massive trilogy we put a lot of money and effort and time into, so we're so disappointed, we'd like you to change the ending please, game developers. And the game developers said, okay, hurrah! Hurrah! We're gamers! We can tell the developers what to do! Hurrah! Sorry gamers, here's a new ending. Please don't hit us. Please don't hit us. Oh. Give me that ending! Yeah, it was alright. I enjoyed Mass Effect 3. I think it's a very innovative approach to the RPG and I guess third-person shooters. I think that more games can learn from that, and indeed a lot of games have been learning from Mass Effect 3. Batman, for instance. I love that. I know that was last year. So yeah, Mass Effect 3 has been, for me, a success, only because it was an adequate, if not perfect, end to the trilogy. And I look forward to going back and playing the whole thing all over again. Mass Effect 3, Halo 4. Now that doesn't mean that Halo won any battles against Mass Effect. In fact, if they fought, I'm pretty sure nothing would happen because they're inanimate objects. However, I really enjoy Halo 4. I think it's a great update to the franchise, and I think it's, yeah, if anything, it hasn't dragged the Halo franchise into the 2012s, 2013s, into the new century, but it has tweaked it just enough to keep it relevant for just a little bit longer. Halo 5 is going to be something pretty special if it's going to come out on the next Xbox, but for the time being, I think 343 Industries have done a great job, and I look forward to playing it more. Please play it with me, do some comments please, let me know your Xbox Live, and I'll add you, and we'll play, and I'll beat you, and I won't lose any sleep about it. Now, a game that I have yet to finish, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it, is ZombiU on the Wii U. That, I have to say, on the surface, if you played it like a normal game, it would still be quite a nice twist. The idea that every time you die, you start as someone new. I like that. And as such, you start to care about the people you build up, about the experience points you get and how useful they become. So when they do die, you are pissed off, really pissed off. And I mean, about as pissed off as when you're playing Minecraft and you've got like diamond pickaxes with like protection 2 and, oh, that's not a diamond one, pickaxe one, with repel 2 and efficiency 2, and then you get killed by lava and there's no way of getting it back. That's annoying. That dying in ZombiU on the Wii U is as annoying as that. And so well done you guys for creating a great game in that sense. I look forward to seeing just how far I can go with it before I punch every wall in my house. Now, a game that I perhaps didn't play quite enough of is the kind of game I wish I played all the way through 3 or 4 times, was Journey on the PS3. That games company did a really, really good job on that, and it was the kind of game that makes you wish that gaming was in everybody's lives, in everybody's souls. It was beautiful. I love it when a game does that, when it presents you with something that you're not used to, and controls a character in a situation that isn't as repetitive as everything else we've played. Isn't it a shooting game? Isn't it a survival game? It's something in between. I'm glad that Journey has been nominated for a Grammy, that soundtrack is nominated for a Grammy. It needs that kind of recognition. It needs to be known by all gamers that games can be beautiful and touching. I can still see the scarf flowing away now. It's a beautiful game, and I think it's probably going to be the game I go back to most from the games I bought this year, sorry. So, yeah, in fact, I think I'm getting choked up just talking about it. Journey. Sorry. That was my impression of the guy from Darkness 2. Yeah, well, not some sort of golf game, which probably what it was. So, yeah. Darkness 2 was a game that slipped under my radar, and as such, I only borrowed it from a friend and played it partially, but I really enjoyed it. He enjoyed it so much he wanted it back, so I didn't get to play it all the way through. Luckily, it wasn't on my review list, so I didn't have to play it all the way through, but It's now on my super want list, and I will play it all the way through. Now, normally I'm not into those very dark kind of RPGs with the demonic this and the thing like that, but Darkness, it's one of those games I think will be, from years to come, I think it will be a classic, and people will go, oh, do you remember playing Darkness 2? That was incredible, wasn't it? No one ever heard of those games until they bang, they're fantastic. So I think that game just sneaks into my list. Catherine. I remember Catherine. Yeah. It's a video game that I played some time ago. It's about a guy who sleeps with someone else, other than his girlfriend, and then falls into this dreamlike state where everything is totally nuts in his head. It's a morality tale more than anything else. Because you're torn between what you've done and what you should be doing in your dreams, the dream plays out these fears, and you end up having to survive in a world where the physics make absolutely no sense, or the interaction makes no sense, because it's a dream world. Again, I wish more games were like that. Don't be wrong, I love playing my Halo games. I love my fast-paced, super action, interaction with other players. I really do. But when it comes to single-player games, when it comes to games that move you, that leave you with an unexpected delight from putting your game on, games like Catherine do just that. And yeah. The next game on the list is Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6, is that out? Did I play that? Did I play Resident Evil 6? Oh my god, I did, didn't I? That was absolutely enormous, that game. Wow, seriously, I totally forgot that game existed. I think that about sums it up. Next up is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I'm sorry, I can't do that on a straight face. It's rubbish. It's totally rubbish. Why would I? No. Alright, I'll be honest, the only reason I said that is to really antagonise the Call of Duty fans, to come on and leave loads of comments and stuff. Probably negative ones, granted, but I've got absolutely nothing against Call of Duty at all, I really don't. Not even the fact that it doesn't have bullet drop. But there's so many of them now, I've gone cross-eyed with everything. Although I do like the single player. The plot on those things are hilarious. So, if I had to have a game of the year, I think it would be the Walking Dead series by Telltale. Harking back to those old point-and-click adventures, the plots of those things are special, very special, and they very carefully borrowed probably one of the most important plot elements from the actual show/comic book series, which is you can't expect any of your favourite characters to survive for any amount of time. They might last 2 seasons, they might last 2 or 3 episodes, maybe even 4 or 5 chapters, but you cannot expect them to be around forever, and that is what happens in The Walking Dead. I am beautifully into this game. It's almost perfect. I don't know if I'm a fan of episodic gaming. It doesn't really come in fast enough, thick and fast enough for me. What I like about it is the presentation quality. It's a beautiful looking game. It's a fun game too. I have to say that the puzzles in it leave me thinking, and I often come back to it just to have a knock around. Although the controls do stumble my thumbs just a little, it's those stories. Those stories are just fantastic, and they're woven so carefully into the gameplay. It really is one of the best games to look at if you're ever thinking about getting into video games or creating games, or wondering why some games work and some games don't. Check out Telltale's Walking Dead. Okay, I lied. I'm actually quite into episodic gaming. It's just, I'll never forgive Telltale for doing Monkey Island. What are they thinking? I have been, and always shall be, Electric Richard. Thank you very much for watching. If you're thinking about watching this over Christmas Day, please remember that your family loves you and they'd rather have your attention than watching internet videos. So just remember that if you do get some kind of machine that can run internet videos, leave it till Boxing Day, okay? The people around you who love you. So give them some time, yeah? Unless they're all drunk, in which case watch more Electric Richard, so that's fine. Although, if you subscribe and tweet me and leave some comments, that means Santa will bring you all the gifts you could ever ask for.